You know, for a long time, I thought something was wrong with me. Not in an obvious way. I wasn't falling. I wasn't falling apart, but I felt disconnected. I was living a life that looked normal on the outside, but inside, I felt like I was watching myself instead of living. And the strange part is, I didn't even realize it at first. It's funny. So, let me begin by how I live my life in autopilot. 2 years ago, my days looked same. Wake up, go to work, come home, tired, scroll, sleep, repeat. Nothing dramatic happened, no big heartbreak, no major failure, and maybe that's why I think it was dangerous. Because when nothing is wrong, you convince yourself nothing needs to change. And that is really, really dangerous. And deep down, I knew something was off. I wasn't unhappy, but I wasn't fulfilled either. I had dreams, ideas, and thoughts, but they stayed in my head, in my mind. I keep telling myself, one day I'll start. One day I'll be confident. One day I'll be ready. To be honest, that day never came. Let me talk about the inner conflict that I've been battling with. I've always been someone who think deeply. I mean, too deeply. I realize everything, my choice, my word, my futures. And for the longest time, I thought that it was a weakness. Because while I was thinking, other people were doing. I would plan, I would plan perfectly, but hesitate at the last step. I wasn't. I was afraid of being misunderstood, afraid of failing publicly, afraid of realizing I wasn't as capable as I hoped. So I stay quiet, stay safe, stay invisible. And the truth is, the biggest thing that holding me all this time, it wasn't fear. It was lack of self-awareness. I didn't understand why I acted the way I did. So I need to have a turning point in my life. The shift didn't happen in one moment where there was no dramatic breakthrough. It happened slowly. I started paying attention to my thoughts when I woke up, to the excuse I made, to the pattern that I kept repeating. And I asked myself a question I had avoided. Why do I delay things that matter to me? Why do I wait until I feels ready? Who am I trying to impress or protect? And to be honest, the answer were uncomfortable. But I won't say it honest. So I started digging myself and learning the self-awareness. Self-awareness wasn't about fixing myself. It was about observing myself without a judgment. So I started journaling, reflecting, sitting with silence instead of distracting myself. I realized that my overthinking wasn't the enemy. It was actually a strength when I used correctly. I learned that I don't lack motivation. but I know something that I lack clarity. Once I understood that, everything changed. Not overnight, but directionally. That small change, that small change that have the real growth. I started making small promises to myself and keeping them, like showing up even when I felt unsure, taking action before confidence arrived. Stop waiting for permission. I learned that growth doesn't feel powerful. It felt awkward, uncomfortable, quiet, but real. And for the first time, I felt aligned with myself. That's what I'm feeling. Maybe some of you asking why this channel exists. So this YouTube channel is not a highlight reel. It's not pretending I have everything figured out. You know, it exists because I finally choose awareness over avoidance. I'm documenting this journey not because I'm special, but because I know someone out there feels exactly how I felt, capable, thoughtful, but stuck. If that is you, this channel is for you. To who maybe you're the first time clicking at this video and watching this, if there's one thing I've learned in the past 2 years that I want to share with you, it's, it's this. You don't need to become someone new. You need to understand who you already are. Self-awareness change everything. And this is just the beginning. If you're on a similar journey with me, I invite you to let's grow together and stay with me. Honestly, it's transparency, and I would say thank you for listening. See you in a video.